Pastor Cody here. Excited to come to you, excited about this Sunday. Just wanted to give you a quick announcement. If you're in a discipleship group this Sunday, if you're the leader, I want to encourage you to pick up one of these sheets. These are our prayer, care, share prayer list that we're going to be praying through in our discipleship groups. On here, there's 3 columns. Each column is a specific person that you're praying for in that category. Every person that you know that is far from God or not saved or hasn't been to church in a really long time that you want to be intentionally praying for, you put them in the prayer column. As you develop that relationship with them or you continue to show them that you care about them, that you love them as someone created in the image of God, you move them from the prayer column to the care column. And then ultimately, as you share the good news of Jesus Christ, we move their name to the share column. And so as your discipleship group meets, I want to encourage you to have each person in your group share somebody they know who is far from God, who does not know the Lord, that we can be praying for in our discipleship groups. Now, these are only for our discipleship groups. We won't be sharing these publicly, so feel free to put people's names. We want to pray for these. These aren't going to be shared online. These are things that are just private between you and our groups that we're praying for as a church. And so I want to encourage you. Each week you'll get one of these. You'll fill it out. As you fill it out and you turn it in to me or to the office, we will update it. We will have it printed for the next week. And so the next week, if things have changed, if you prayed for somebody, you put them in the prayer column. If you've shared with them, you put it in the share column. That way we can be intentionally moving forward with sharing the gospel. You know, each week in your discipleship groups, you have an accountability question that asks you, have you developed a relationship or have you shared the gospel with someone who's far from God? And so each week we should be having more gospel conversations. You know, as a church, we've got our table back here behind me that has gospel tracts, that has free Bibles, that has devotionals. It also has different ways and tools that you can be using to share the gospel. And it's here where we keep a record of our gospel conversations we have as a church. That if you've had a gospel conversation, you put the ping pong ball in the little glass case there, and it gives us a visual reminder to be sharing the gospel. Church, I want to encourage you to be a part of what we're doing here. We want to share the gospel here at home. We want to share the gospel to the nations because we believe that the gospel of Jesus Christ, that the good news that Jesus lived a perfect life, died on the cross and rose again is the hope for our community and it's the hope for our world. And so please, I want to encourage you, be a part of this. If you're a Dgroup leader or if you're in a Dgroup and you're not sure who the leader is, get one of these from me this Sunday and fill it out with your Dgroup this week. People you're praying for who are far from God, and give it back to me and we'll update it and give it back to you next week with an updated prayer list from every group that you can be praying for those who don't know Jesus Christ or those who are far from God at this moment. We hope this blesses you. Church, we hope that you continue in your discipleship group reading. We hope that you are blessed by what we're doing here. Please let us know if there's anything we can be doing for you, church. We love you and thank you. Have a blessed day.